Good evening, basketball fans. This is Brandon Morvillius. Alongside with me is right here cameraman Jordan Edbeard McCoy on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Here with Raider basketball coming your way here this evening from Yorktown High School here in Yorktown, Indiana. We have your 13-5 Wapahani Raiders taking on the 5-14 Yorktown Tigers. Glad to have all you with us here this evening on a Saturday night of Raider basketball. Here's we'll get right into things here with our Raiders Live pregame, presented by Jones Auto Body. Again, the Raiders got the job done last night at home with a big victory over Daleville, which we won that there by a final score of, I think it was 59 to 32, somewhere around there, 33. Nevertheless, big-time win for us. Good to continue our winning streak now, a 4-game winning streak, and we're 7-1 in the conference. So now you come here to Yorktown. This is their senior night, very big evening here for them. Trying to defend their home court. They're going to be, definitely kicked up a notch here, so to speak, from an energy level. So the Raiders have got to match that intensity. I talked about it throughout the entire ball game last night, how we just really played every facet of the game so much better. We played with enthusiasm and energy that I really probably haven't seen in a little while. And not only that, but we played with confidence and with consistency. Consistently going out there, making the right decisions, taking smart shots, which that's what we normally do, but our shots fell for us, number one. Also, not only that, we was aggressive in taking the ball inside, and then that only complemented our outside game there as well. We took care of the basketball, only had 9 turnovers last night. From the free throw line, 10 of 11, good for 91%. That is phenomenal. Then defense. Talk about that all the time, the importance of defense in the game of basketball. Be able to come out here and shut down your opponent. That's exactly what we did last night. And that's what you have to have every single ball game. Every facet of the game you have got to do correctly in order to give yourself a chance to win. And, Yorktown, again, you look at them, they're 5-14. Don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them. This is a group of young fellas that is very athletic, and again, they want to defend their home court, and so obviously they're going to be out here ready to play. Got your home crowd on your side, so we have got to come out here, and like I said just moments ago, we've got to match their intensity. We've got to bring it all to the table here tonight, and again, play along the same lines as what we did last night. Just continue to bring the intensity on the defensive end and understand the importance factor there of being able to go out here, make solid things happen for us on both ends of the floor, create turnovers, contest shots. You don't want your opponent to be comfortable whatsoever at any point during the ball game. So again, we'll see what happens here tonight, but obviously we're hopeful that the win last night and the confidence that the Raiders were able to collect then runs over into this game. I understand it's a new ball game, it's a new team to play against in a new location, but your mindset should still be the same. You've got to be able to come out here, attack the basket on offense, be aggressive, be smart, take care of the basketball, knock down your free throws, rebound the basketball, and then, like I said, just bring the intensity on the defensive end to where you're making the opponent uncomfortable. If we do that here tonight, obviously it's going to be very successful. It should be a very interesting ball game to come out here and broadcast, and hopefully all of you enjoy the game here this evening. So, folks, we have roughly about a minute and a half left to go here of the pregame warm-up, so we'll go ahead and step aside here for a break. Again, this has been our Raiders Live pregame presented by Jones Auto Body. Again, we'll have the national anthem as well as the starting lineups and tip-off right here for you on the WHS Network. We'll be back right after this break.
your hats and face the flag as we honor our country and the men and women who serve to protect our freedom with the play of our national anthem by Yorktown High School sophomore Maya Kilburn. Mr. Matt Luce.
All righty, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful rendition of the national anthem there just moments ago by a Yorktown student playing the violin. I mean, that was one of the most beautiful renditions of the national anthem I've ever heard. So absolutely wonderful job right there. Take a look here at tonight's starting lineup. First and foremost for your Wapahani Raiders, starting at guard, number 3, Trey Spence. Starting at guard, number 10, Evan Roush. And another guard, number 12, Drew Luce. At guard, number 15, Garrett Stanley. And at forward, number 22, Braxton Davis. Again, the Raiders coached by Matt Luce, assisted by Chris Willis. Then at Somerset, Jeff Andrews and Andy Zitgrave. So again, that's the look at the Wapahani Raiders.
Let's get on your feet, make some noise as we meet the starting lineup.
Now we'll take a look here at the Yorktown Tigers.
At guard.
Starting the lineup here, starting at 1 guard, number 3, Jared Harris. Starting at guard, number 10, Mylon McCowan. At 1 forward, number 13, Luke Dunn. And another forward, number 22, Presley Jones. And another forward, number 32, Walker Moore. Again, the Yorktown Tigers are coached by Eric Brands, assisted by David Byram, Nick Cochran, Matt Redwine, and Malik Berry. So again, that's tonight's starting lineups here from Yorktown High School in Yorktown, Indiana. Again, we appreciate you all for joining us here this evening in what should be a fantastic matchup of 2 Delaware County basketball programs. Obviously, we've always had a storied history between the Raiders and the Tigers. And I'll tell you what, throughout the years, obviously, it's been thrilling. Obviously, Yorktown a little bit down here the last few years from a record standpoint, but still hanging right in there. And like I said earlier, this is not a team to just sleep on. The Tigers are out here ready to play, ready to get things going. They want to win tonight. Obviously, this being senior night, they want to come out here and put on a great performance. So the Raiders have got to be up for the task here tonight, and hopefully can get off to a great start like we did last night, and hopefully run that through the entirety of the ball game. All right, so we'll see Walker Moore of Yorktown tip things off, and Braxton Davis here for Wapahani. And this game is now underway, and the Tigers will have the first possession of the night. Up top now, here's number 22, Jones, and that's going to be a turnover. Three-pointer up and rolls around, no good. Harris back over here, number 10. Pardon me, that was number 13. Luke Dunn now for two. As the Tigers will get on the board as they collect the first points here of the night, lead 2-0 here as we are now a minute into the night's contest. Spence on over here to Roush. Looses up top, he'll collect the basketball now. Gonna get one thing I mentioned earlier, what I talked about all of last night, the importance of getting the ball inside, establishing a post game, being able to be aggressive and having confidence in being aggressive and taking the ball towards the basket. Davis in the corner, another one rims in and out, no good. So two shots that the Raiders have taken. Unfortunately, the rim has not been too kind to us. But we've got to continue to bring that energy on both ends of the floor. Again, continue to be proactive here and being aggressive, taking the ball to the basket. Hopefully find some shots underneath and in the paint area. And then hopefully that will just complement our outside game as Davis will collect his first rebound of the night. Evan Roush from downtown. And the Raiders on top here for the first time in the ball game with a three-point basket from Evan Roush, a 3-2 lead, with 5:52 to play here in the first. Up top here is McCowan, guarded by Stanley. Moore finds number 3, Harris. Now swung all the way back up top again here to Dunn. To take it to the elbow, shots up and drains it.
Basket.
So Luke Dunn has collected all 4 points here so far for Yorktown. Looking pretty good here to start things off. Stanley now inside to Spence. He'll get it deflected out from underneath his hands there, and that's going to be the first turnover of the night for the Raiders. A missed layup by Harris. I think that was Garrett Stanley on the rebound. So another three-point basket here for Evan Roush. Gives the Raiders now a 6-4 advantage. McCowan back to Harris. Harris will find Moore now on the right wing. Back to McCowan again as Dunn was looking to get the ball inside, but instead goes back out. We're going to have a traveling violation. So now 2 turnovers for the Tigers. Spence back to Stanley. We're rocking and rolling and wheeling and dealing for 2, baby. 8-4 Wapahani. Spence there with his first points of the night. Great pass there from Garrett Stanley. As we have 4:16 to play in the first. Harris on the left wing will at least look to take it inside, but stops short of it there. Now Moore on to McCowan. Dunn with a wide open 3. And money again is Luke Dunn.
Basket done.
All 7 of Yorktown's points to begin tonight's ball game. Into the middle of the Roush, now into the corner. Davis pops a 3, no good. A battle for the rebound, and Davis will come away with it. Great job right there by Braxton. And another turnover here for the Raiders. Second one now of the night.
So funny, huh?
So We'll see Safani Buck as well as Caleb Smith now in here for your Raiders. Harris on to McCowan. Takes it inside, and the foul and the bucket. So McCowan will head to the line for one more. The foul on number 15, Garrett Stanley. That'll be his first, team's first. And now we'll see number 12, Reed Neal, in here for the first time tonight for Yorktown. And the free throw will be up and good to complete the three-point play. So a 10-8 Tigers lead with 3:10 to play here in the first quarter. Spence was looking to find Smith there initially, finally finds him there. Now with the handoff to Garrett. Nearly lost the handle on it again, into the corner. Now back up top, Spence from long range. No good there, rebounded by Moore of the Tigers. And McCown will slow things up here, and we'll see what the Tigers have in store for us. Done again, this time no good. Rebounded by Stanley. Another dangerous pass there. That's going to be off the leg of Caleb Smith. Third turnover now here in the first quarter, and now we'll see Roush loose, and for the first time of the night, Easton Heffernan. Also in here for Yorktown, we'll see number 4, Devontae Osuna. Dunn here on the left side, takes to the free throw line, shots up, and tickled to Twine. As that will give now a 4-point lead to the Tigers. Spence, a little shot fake there. Does a nice job taking the ball inside, having an that aggressive fortitude. As we'll have a foul called here on number 10. Mylon McCallan, his first. Team's first.
J.J. Evans into the lineup.
We'll see 34 J.J. Evans in here for the first time of the night for Yorktown. Inbounded to Luce, got the bucket to go. Great pass there from Evan Roush, as Luce will get his first points of the night. Dunn back up top to Harris. Now into the corner. Here's number 12, Neal. Harris here at the top of the key. Started heavily there by Roush. Shots up. Won't get it to go. Off a couple heads right there, and Spence will come away with a second rebound of the night. Luce will be fouled on the play. So we'll see who the foul is going to be called on here. It's going to be on number 34, J.J. Evans, his first, team's second. So we'll see Roush inbound all the way back to the backcourt here to Trey Spence. Spence now inside the free throw line, and Heffernan getting back after it as usual. The hustle points once again, no surprise, as we're going to have a jump ball and the possession arrow will favor Wapahani.
Stanley returns to the floor for the Raiders, as does Love.
So Heffernan will come out of the game. A very valuable minute or two right there. Getting dirty as usual. Those big-time hustle opportunities there that allow the Raiders to recover another possession. You got Smith and Buck back in here. Smith, Buck, Stanley, Roush, loose as that shot's rejected. And Harris pushing the ball down floor rather quickly here for the Tigers. Osuna back over to Harris. Three-pointer up and no good there. Battle for the basketball, and it's going to be an over-the-back foul. That's to be on number 12. And indeed it will be number 12, Reed Neal. It'll be his first, team's third. Davis back into the Raider lineup for Drew Luce.
Davis back in the lineup for Wapahani.
Stanley up top, finds Roush, and we're going to have an illegal screen called on Caleb Smith. His first, team second. Also the fourth turnover now for Wapahani. So you have 6 seconds, 5-6 seconds left here. Harris just goes right by everybody. So that will be the end of the first quarter. Yorktown with a 14-10 lead after one. We'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here with the second quarter right here on the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back here to the Tom Cherry Mufflers game break as we are about to enter the second quarter. Again, the Tigers lead your Raiders 14-10. And what was overall pretty good first quarter of basketball here. Obviously, very physical. Quite a few turnovers, though. I was a little surprised about that. Yorktown ended up having 2 turnovers there in the first quarter. Wapahani with 4. We'll see. Hopefully the Raiders can possibly do a little bit better job of taking care of the basketball. Just little things, nothing real major, but you don't want to continue to give away free possessions here. Moore for 2, no good. Davis corrals his third rebound of the night. Spence takes it in the middle. A little shot fake back outside here to Stanley. Luce gets him up in the air, back into the corner now. Spence thought about it. Takes it in and forces the foul. Unable to get the bucket to go, but again, it's forcing the hand of the defense. Kind of, more or less having them show their cards, so to speak. Opening things up here a little bit and giving yourself an opportunity.
Foul on Presley Jones, his first.
So the foul will be here on
Trey Spence
Presley Jones. It'll be his first, team's fourth. And the first one will be up and no good here for Trey. So he'll be at the line here for one more. And it will be up. It will be good. So one's better than none. Trey now with 3 points here on the night. Near takeaway there by Davis. Back out to Harris, three-pointer up. Just a little short there. Spence with a rebound, 4th rebound of the night now for him. Stanley will find Trey, takes it in. Shots up and no good. A little too much on it, and now a Over the back foul called here on Trey Spence, his first, team's third. LC number 13, Luke Dunn, turning to the Tigers lineup. Osuna back over to Harris. Trying to split the middle right there, but to no prevail. Harris swung all the way back over to Osuna once again. Harris thought about taking the shot down to the corner, three-pointer up, and no good there for Jones. So we're going to have a loose ball out of bounds off of Yorktown. This will be Raider basketball here with 6:31 to play here in the first half. Again, the Raiders playing back-to-back nights. Was at home last night, at home against Daleville. Raiders won that by 26. 59-33. As a foul will be called here on Tiger number 22, Presley Jones, now his second, team's fifth. 10, Mylon McCowan back in for Yorktown. Luce sends it back up top here to Trey. Now to Garrett. Rouse from beyond the arc again and makes a splash to tie the game up now at 14. Rouse there with his third three of the night. 9 points now for the young man. McCowan back over to Ozuna. And a traveling violation called on Yorktown. Gives them their third turnover of the night, as we'll see Caleb Smith back in here to the Raider lineup. Garrett Stanley, the floor general. Up top of the basketball, they're looking to fake handoff there to Luce. He figures his way through. Now back up top. Here's Luce for two. And gets the bucket to go. A nice job right there. Had to, in some ways, alter a shot a little bit due to the defense. But was still able to get the bucket to go for his fourth point of the night. Nice defense there from Stanley. Comes up with a rebound. Now a foul called. It's going to be on number 10. Mylon McCowan, his second, team sixth. And now a timeout will be taken here by the Tigers. This being their first charge timeout here of the night. We'll take a timeout right along here with them. Again, this will be our Tom Cherry Mufflers game break. 4:58 to play here in the first half. We'll be back right after this break. Stop on in at Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fain in the 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they have been serving the community for over 30 years. Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. All righty, again, welcome back here on the timeout. Again, as the Raiders now with a 2-point lead here, 16-14. Off of a 2-point basket there from Drew Luce just a few moments ago. Now a three-pointer up, no good there. Rebounded by number 12, Reed Neal. As the Tigers head back the other way, Osuna with the basketball. Now we'll find Dunn back to Osuna once again. He'll give it away now to Harris, on to Jones. Now down low, Dunn for two, kissing that one off the glass to tie it up. At 16. So pretty even ball game, obviously, to this point. Tied here at 16 all. Both teams have settled into their offense fairly well. Nice take to the dish right there by Garrett Stanley. So he will collect on his first points here of the night. 2 points and 2 rebounds here for Garrett so far. Neal takes it inside. And right there, if you're Davis, you can't allow him to get by you like that. That was just unfortunate defensive lapse, but nevertheless, I'm sure Braxton will get it next time around. So again, the foul called on Braxton. That will be his first. Team's fourth. And Reed Neal now at the line for one more. That's up and good. So 19-18 Yorktown lead. Under 3.5 to play here in the first half. Loose. Finds Safani Buck. Now to Smith as he'll take it in. Dishes it to Stanley for 3 and tickles the line. So Stanley is money from downtown. 5 points down the night for Garrett. And the Raiders now up by 2. Jones answers back with a 3-pointer of his own. And loose call with a travel. Change pivot foot there. 5 turnovers now for the Raiders. Have done a much better job of taking care of the basketball here in the second quarter. Got 4 first quarter turnovers. And then second quarter has been much better. Let's see Spence and Roush back in here for Wapahani. Dunn now with a 3, way off the mark there. Safani Buck collects on the rebound, his first of the night. Stanley again splits the middle, won't get the bucket to go, but he will head to the line for 2 shots. A foul on number 3, Jared Harris, his first, team's 7th, so the Raiders now in the bonus. But again, this is 2 shots on the shot here for Garrett Stanley. The first one will be up and good. 6 points now for Garrett. We'll tie this thing up now at 22. Second free throw attempt will be up, and it will be good. Nicely done there, Garrett. So the Raiders back on top here by 1. Dangerous pass there. Jones in the corner again for another 3.
Jones for 3.
So Jones now with 6 points here on the night. On 2 very big key 3-pointers the last 2 possessions here. Spence regains possession of the basketball and gets the bucket to go. Somehow, some way, with all the heavy traffic inside, was able to get the bucket to go to tie this game back up now at 25. Neal now to Azuna, now to Harris from long range. Rolls in and out, trying to get the putback to go. Now back to Dunn and gets to the basket.
Luke Dunn.
Now 27-25 Tigers lead. Safani now hands it to Roush. Another 3, no good. Safani there to save it, but the Raiders unable to take possession of things. Harris with a wide open 3. We've got to start doing a little bit better job here on the defensive end. Things are starting to get a little sloppy here from the standpoint of not being able to defend the perimeter. We're going to have a blocking foul call. Going to be on number 22, Presley Jones. Going to be his 3rd. Team's 8th. So Garrett Stanley out the line for 2. First one will be up and nothing but net. Luce and Heffernan back in.
And Luce back on the floor for Wapahani.
And the second one up and good as well to tie this game out 27. Jones back to Osuna, so he'll drag it back up top, swung it on over here to Harris. Jones here in the corner. I'm sure the Tigers just going to hold for the last shot of the quarter here again. Pretty good first half of basketball here overall. Osuna right there gives the Tigers now a 2-point lead. Stanley from way downtown there. Heffernan with the rebound. And so there was a foul called. That's going to be on number 32, Easton Heffernan, his first. Team's fifth, but that will be the end of the half. So halftime score here, the Yorktown Tigers lead your Wapahani Raiders 29-27. We'll pause for a break here. Again, this will be our Tom Cherry Muffler's game break. Again, 29-27. Tigers lead the Raiders at the half. We'll be back here with your halftime report coming up on the WHS Network.
When you need legal advice or representation, you can trust B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law in Muncie. Our focus is personal injury. We handle cases involving serious injuries, wrongful deaths, all vehicle crashes, nursing home cases, medical product and drug recalls, and slips, trips, and falls. No fee until we win. We offer evening, weekend, home, and hospital appointments for your convenience. Contingency fee arrangements are available. For a free consultation, call B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, today.
All righty, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. With the halftime report again, Yorktown with a 29-27 lead here at the half. And what for the most part has been a pretty good first half basketball. I mean, yeah, maybe at times might have been slightly sloppy, but really for the most part, both teams taking good care of the basketball. The Raiders only have 5 turnovers here at the half. And you look to continue to not only continue better care of the basketball, but also continue to be aggressive and taking the ball inside. We've done that, and we've had some success. We've hit some outside shots as well. Most of those have been from Evan Roush. He has 3 threes here on the night. Garrett Stanley with 1 3. But the main thing is you want to continue to be hungry and dishing it down low to find ways to get some easy buckets in the paint area. But so far we've done a pretty good job on both ends of the floor. We've seen a lot of hustle. So really not a whole lot to really say from a negative standpoint here in this first half. It's been a good first half of basketball. Yorktown has done their thing. Got to give them a lot of credit. They aren't playing like a 5-14 team. They're coming out here and really sticking together, playing hard, playing together, and being able to knock some shots down, especially by junior number 13, Luke Dunn. He's really had a solid game here in this first half, and so the Raiders are going to have to do a much better job on him. Also, one thing I would somewhat mention about here, number one, probably need to do a little bit better job on the rebounding department, and also guard the perimeter a little bit better. Right there towards the end of the second quarter, some of our perimeter defense wasn't as good. They had some open shots. They had a few there sprinkled throughout the first half, but most notably there in the last 3 to 4 minutes in the second quarter there. Like to see you do at least a little bit better guarding that perimeter to where they're not having great looks at a three-point basket there, because some of these guys especially can knock down that shot. Obviously, we've seen Presley Jones knock a couple of them down. Luke Dunn can knock a few of them down there as well. Jared Harris. So these guys are pretty evenly matched when it comes to that, but the Raiders hopefully just continue to bring the intensity on the defensive end. I think we've done a pretty good job of that. Might need to crank it up a little bit more. Offensively, we've settled for good shots, so it's been great shot selection. Some shots, just haven't went in. Some have, some haven't. Free throws, we've also been very good out here as well. We're 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And so, now you come back out here in the second half and really pay probably a little bit more attention to the defensive side of the basketball. Slightly, like I said, on the perimeter, but offensively, I would like to still see some of our post guys get a little bit more action down low there. I'd really like to see more Braxton Davis down low. Heffernan when he comes in, Caleb Smith as well. Really haven't seen much from these guys. Now Braxton does have 3 rebounds here in the first half, but really outside of that, just not a whole lot of post presence. And really like to see them get acclimated here a little bit, because I say it all the time, that really just opens the defense up just that much more, because then, if you're able to knock some inside shots down, obviously it's going to open the defense up a little bit more to where hopefully we'll have some more outside opportunities as well. With the guys that we have, we're more than capable of knocking those down. So overall, good first half of basketball. Really looking forward to the second half. We have 3 minutes to go until the start of the third quarter. So we will step aside here for a brief timeout, and we'll be back here to wrap things up on our Tom Cherry Mufflers game break at the half.
Our goal.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again to wrap things up here on our halftime report. Again, the Raiders, much of the same here in the second half as hopefully, what we did there in the first half from a overall ball movement standpoint. Continue to be aggressive on the offensive end, bring the intensity on the defensive end here, and we'll see what happens. Again, a very close and entertaining and highly competitive ball game here tonight. Definitely didn't expect really a whole lot less than that, especially considering with Yorktown having their senior night tonight. Not really necessarily a whole lot of surprise there. So now set to begin this third quarter. So the Raiders will start out with the first possession to open up the second half. Roush here on the right side. Back up top, Spence. A little fake handoff there, and the bucket will be up and good. So Trey having a nice evening here for himself so far. Dunn swings it to Jones for three. No good there. Stanley with the rebound. Loose, back out to Garrett. And the Raiders are going to reset the offense. On to Roush. He'll find Trey. Takes it in. Shot from the free throw line. Up and good. The tray is good for Trey. 31-29. Raiders with a 2-point lead here. Just a little over a minute into this third quarter. Nice back cut there by Dunn, and somehow is able to get the layup to go. Hand off now to Stanley. He'll find Roush. A deep three there, no good. Rebound collected there by Presley Jones. Harris thought about it. Now back over to Jones once again. Dunn here in the left wing. Takes a shot from the free throw line. Up, rolls in and out, no good. Loose with his first rebound of the night. And traveling violation called on Wapahani.
Osuna in the lineup for the Tigers.
So Osuna will return to the Tigers lineup. Harris over here to McCown, now down low. Moore looking to go to work. Finds Harris with a wide open three and knocks it down.
Harris for three.
Davis for two, can't collect on the bucket. Harris motoring down floor, finds Dunn for another three and knocks it down from downtown.
Timeout.
And so now a timeout taken here by the Raiders. It's be their first charge timeout here of the evening. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors here tonight. I'd like to thank Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC dealership, owned by Randy Stoops. They're located at 4055 West Clara Lane in Muncie, Indiana. Stoops has a wide variety of brand new and pre-owned vehicles of quality brand names. So if you have an interest in a vehicle or would like to know more information about one, make sure to contact Stoops at 765-288-1903 And also visit their online website at stoopsauto.com. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and also open Saturday from 8 to 4. So again, a special thanks to Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC dealership. Stoops is driven to be the best. So back to basketball here. The Tigers with back-to-back threes after the Raiders took a 2-point lead there, 31-29. The Tigers have now answered back with 8 consecutive. Roush in the corner, back up top here to Stanley. Find Roush once again, finds Spence, three-pointer up, no good there. And Ozuna comes down with the rebound. Takes it right down and is able to get the layup to go. Coast-to-coast action. Spence on the loose, three-pointer up, no good. And that's going to be a takeaway. Here's Garrett Stanley all by himself as he'll get the layup to go. 11 points now for Garrett here on the night, leading the team. Loose right now with 7, Roush with 6, Spence showed up there with 5. That was all there in the first half. And Moore, the ball went in and out, and then instead of rebounding the basketball, a tough break there, took an extra bounce. Got inside there and was able to get the layup and one. So the foul called on Garrett Stanley. That will be his second, team's first of the half. So McCowan will again be at the line here for one more. Now we'll see number 12, Reed Neal, re-enter action here for Yorktown. And the free throw will be up and good. So the Raiders going to start cranking it up a notch here. Obviously not bringing the same kind of enthusiasm and intensity as what they did last night. But hopefully things will change here. And a turnover for Yorktown. We've got to cash in right here, right now. And the bucket will it count? They will count the basket. No, they will not count the basket, I guess. All right. So 42-35. The Raiders again now within 7. We got to string some defensive possessions together here. Hopefully be able to knock them off balance here just a little bit. Because with the way Yorktown's been going, they've been on a nice go of things. And we're going to have a foul here on the Raiders. This will be on number 20, Caleb Smith, his second. Team second of the half. So McCowan inbound for Yorktown with 2:22 to play here in this third quarter. Off the mark there is Dunn. Smith collects his first rebound here of the night. Spence gives away here to Roush. And fouled on the shot will be Trey Spence, so he'll head to the line for 2. As we'll see The foul's going to be on Ozuna, his first, team's first of the half, or pardon me, team's second of the half. And the first one will be up and good here for Troy. And the second one up and good as well. Nicely done there by Trey. 11 points now tonight here for Trey Spence. And the Raiders now within 5. Oh, wow. Got away with a carry there big time. Dunn back to Harris. Drives baseline and will get the layup to go.
Harris.
Lou splits the middle. Here's the old left hand for 2. $11 points on the night now for Drew Luce. Harris swung on over here to Ozuna, up top to McCowan. Back to Harris again, looks to take it inside, dishes it down low. Neal will get the bucket to go again. So Raiders just allowing them kind of do whatever they want here in this third quarter. Again, not bad defense, but obviously not good enough as Trey knocks down another tray. He is the tray maker now, 46-41. Tigers lead here with 39 seconds to play here in the third. McCowan right down the middle, no good. Smith with the rebound. Spence now for 2, won't get it to go. Smith with the rebound. Can't get it to go again, gets it right back, still misses. He's going to put up a shot, and no good.
That's the end of the third quarter.
All right. So now we'll head to the fourth. Tigers lead at 46-41. We'll be back after the break.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Alrighty, folks, again, Brandon Morvelius alongside with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We appreciate you all for joining us here this evening for Saturday night of Raider basketball. Again, here is Yorktown leads Wapahani after 3 quarters, 46-41. And this is where you obviously got to make it happen. Fourth quarter, defense kind of faltered a little bit there in the third, at least from my estimation anyway. Not necessarily trying to put down anybody there, but the defense just wasn't quite as good there in the third quarter as what it had been essentially there in the first half. So the foul here on Drew Luce, his first, team's third. And Neal will be off the mark there with the first one. A pretty decent crowd here this evening. Obviously, stands packed more on the side that we're sitting on here tonight. Not so much on the side that you're looking at. As Neal will knock down the second one here. Garrett Stanley back in here for Safani Buck. So Spence out near half court. Guarded by McCowan. Drags it back out. Tosses it on over here to Stanley. Open Evan Rouse. Three-pointer up no good. Good shot. Just unfortunately unable to knock it down. Skip pass all the way over here to Jones. Back to Harris. Inside to Neal. And gets the layup. 49-41. Tigers lead it. Loose now from the free throw line, fouled on the play. So he will head to the line for two shots.
Loose at the line.
So the foul here on Evans, his second. Team's third. So again, loose at the line for two. And knocks down the first one.
Osuna back on the floor for Yorktown.
First free throws in the night here for Drew. Second one up. And good as well. Nicely done. And that's going to be picked off by Smith. Spins back outside to Stanley. He'll find Caleb now from the elbow and gets that one to go. Nice shot there by Caleb. He'll collect on his first points here of the night. Now a 4-point game. This is where we've got to crank it up, folks. Defense, defense, and defense. Timeout taken here by the Tigers. We'll spend some time right here with you. I'd like to again recognize some more of our sponsors here this evening. Tom Cherry Mufflers, located at 321 West 8th Street in Muncie, Indiana. Since 1946, Tom Cherry Mufflers has taken care of your exhaust, brakes, shocks, struts, and mufflers. So if you want the underneath of your vehicle to be looked at, stop on in there at Tom Cherry Mufflers. No appointment needed. They'll hear you coming. Also to the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, which has President Richard Morris. Liberty Prairie Alumni Association serves as the Wapahani Center and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit their online website at www.libertyprairiealumni.com to get information on any events and to purchase any Wapahani-related items on their web store. Also to purchase engraved bricks, you just have to simply fill out a form. It's obviously a very nice little setup there. If you haven't been out there at Wapahani here lately, they put a brick walkway in about a year and a half or so ago, nearly 2 years ago. Very nice job. They did such an incredible job with orchestrating that, and the way it looks, just looks very, very good. So obviously, if you graduated out there at Wapahani or Center or Selma High School, make sure to spend some money there and get yourself a brick. Obviously, it's going to be there for many, many years. So loose with the rebound there. Spence will give the ball away now to Smith. Now to Stanley back into the corner. Trey for three, and it's going to be hey, baby, come on. Spence from downtown. And now a line violation. That's something you don't see every day. And Trey able to get the bucket to go, and that will put the Raiders on top, 50-49. Tell you what, man, this is what you want to see. The heart, the determination, the grit. We've been down quite a few times here by 7, 8, 9 points. And we found our way back in this. Got a nice layup there and one for McCallum. So he'll head to the line for one more.
Basket is good by McCallum. Third foul on Caleb Smith.
So foul there on Smith, his third, team's fourth. And the layup will be up and no good. Rebounded there by Stanley. 5 rebounds on the night for him. And Garrett just drove right around everybody. Was fouled here on the play. It's going to be on number 3, Harris. His second, team's fourth.
His second, team's fourth.
So now Garrett will head to the line here for 2 shots. So off there with the first one. Got to knock the second one down. The second here from Stanley will be up. No good. He misses right there. It's one thing we haven't really done here tonight. We've done a very solid job of hitting free throws. And Spence able to get the putback to go. And another near turnover. Evan Roush getting a hand in on the action. And now a timeout called. So again, we'll spend some time here with you during the timeout. I'd like to thank more of our sponsors here this evening. B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, located at 400 East Jackson Street in Muncie, Indiana. At the law offices of B. Joseph Davis, which is a highly recommended and respected professional corporation, they strive to aggressively represent all their clients' interests in all phases of any legal matter. Their team has extensive experience in personal injury, which also includes criminal defense, drunk driving, criminal record, bankruptcy expungements, and hardship licenses. For more information, visit his website at www.bjosephdavis.com. Also, special thanks to FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Let Ted and Joanne be the key to all of your real estate needs. Buying, selling, or investment properties, we get the job done. Call Ted Cook at 765-744-8143 and Joanne Davis at 765-748-1316. All right, so again, back out of the timeout. Yorktown with 2 left. Wapahani with 4. That'll be Yorktown basketball with 4:40 to play in regulation. Dunn all the way back up top here to Harris. Neal back here to Harris once again. Now Dunn likes to take it inside, shots up and drains it. Tell you what, that kid has been money all night long there with that little maybe 10, 15-foot jumper. Luce with a wraparound, got the shot fake there, and the basket will be good. So Drew Luce strikes for 2. He'll be up to the line for one more. The foul on Harris.
Team's fifth. Luce at the line.
That will be his third, team's 5th. So again, Luce at the line for one more to complete the 3-point play. And the free throw will be up and good. Nicely done there, Drew. So gives the Raiders a 2-point lead. deflected out of bounds, so Yorktown retains possession. But again, it's all about causing disruption here. You don't want your opponent to be comfortable. You don't want them to just go ahead and run on down the floor. No kind of pressure whatsoever. You want them to feel the heat. Holy Moses. If that wasn't an offensive foul, then I guess I've never seen basketball before. Very unfortunate. Goodness gracious. All right. So the foul there on Luce will be his second, team's fifth. Down court here to Dunn, now back to McCowan. Harris back to now to Ozuna. Harris here at the top of the key. Dunn looking to drive baseline. Foul number 20, Caleb Smith. Now his fourth. Team sixth. Dunn now for three, no good there. Smith with a good hard rebound there, his fifth rebound now of the night. He's been an absolute rebound machine. On the Spence, shot fake there, take the shot inside the free throw line for two. 57-53, Trey Spence knocks down another one. Put the Raiders up here by 4. Zuna, no good there. Roush collects on the rebound. That's his first rebound of the night. Stanley will walk the ball up the floor. Spence unable to get it to go. Tipped back around. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Wapahani. This will be their second charge timeout here of the evening. And again, we'll stick right here with you during the timeout. I'd like to recognize some more of our sponsors here tonight. University Avenue Dental, Greg Pyle, DDS. Greg, along with the rest of his talented dentistry crew, look to solving your unrecognized dental needs with invaluable patient experience, outstanding treatment, and that cutting-edge dentistry. University Avenue Dental is located at 800 West, University Avenue in Muncie, Indiana. Their hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Thursday. So again, a special thanks to University Avenue Dental, Greg Pyle, DDS. Also, Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fannin. They're located at 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they have been servicing the community for over 30 years. So if you have any questions or need them to take a look at your vehicle, contact them at 765-284-2593. Again, that is Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. So here we are, 2:24 to play in regulation. It's a 57-53 lead. And so out of the timeout here, Wapahani with the basketball and a 4-point advantage. Spins on over here to Luce. Now back to Stanley here in the corner. And they're gonna getting called with the traveling violation. So only the second turnover here in the second half for Wapahani. Only 7 now for the ball game. And more there with a wide open layup. Spins back outside to Rouse. Now swung on over here to Stanley. And so now a reach-in foul called. Coming on number 13, Luke Dunn.
Team sixth.
Be his second, team sixth. So now we'll see number 11, Jayshawn Olden, as well as number 12, Reed Neal. Stanley right along the sideline there. Now back out here to Luce. Now the reach-in foul called.
Foul on Jared Harris.
Foul here on Harris. Team seventh here now, and the Raiders in the bonus. So that will send Trey Spence to the line for the 1-and-1. And off the mark there with a free throw. Big defensive possession right here for the Raiders, and we're going to have a timeout called by Yorktown. It's going to be interesting to see what Yorktown comes out in right here. Obviously, you know, they got to find a way to get a basket. So from Wapahani's standpoint, we've got to defend. Both teams right now in a situation of a bonus, in which if Wapahani fouls, that will be their 7th team foul, which will send Yorktown to the line for the 1-and-1. Now, whether or not that actually happens, we'll wait and see what happens here. But the main thing is we've got to defend. We've got to, obviously, if we have to be in help side defense, we've got to make sure to cover one another here. Can't allow any kind of easy basket. Cowan now to Ozuna. Harris here on the right wing. Dumps it down low. It's going to be a takeaway, and then the Raiders will turn it right back over to him. That would have been essentially the nail in the old coffin there. Goodness gracious. So not only did the young man get away with a travel, but he got the bucket, and he'll be at the line for one more. So the foul, I'm not even sure who the foul was even on. And the free throw is up and good.
Timeout, Wapahani.
Timeout taken here by the Raiders. This is quite remarkable. I got to say that much. I mean, hey, give credit where credit's due, but, I don't know. I'm not going to even say anything. It's not my place. Good shot there by the young man. Was able to knock down the shot, made the free throw. Hey, give yourself a chance to win a ball game right here. Now we'll see what the Raiders can plan here on their offensive possession. You have 4 seconds, well, actually, technically 4.8 seconds left, essentially 5. We can't put the .8 on our clock, so that's why that is what it is. But it's still a pretty good amount of time. Bad thing is, we got to go full court with this thing. And a shot's going to be up and good! Trey spins from downtown! Money! Oh, heck yes! Can you believe it? Oh! A thriller from Yorktown High School. 60-58, the final score, as the Raiders continue to fight all game long and got the win. Oh, that's big time. Trey Spence with ice in the veins. For a second, I wasn't even sure if they was even going to get the shot off. But somehow Stanley motored down court. I think at the time Spence, I looked up at the clock, Spence had 2 seconds left to knock that shot down. And boy, oh boy, what a shot that was. Absolutely beautiful. Folks, we'll step aside here for a break. We'll be back here with more on our post-game report here on the WHS Network.
When you need legal advice or representation, you can trust B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law in Muncie. Our focus is personal injury. We handle cases involving serious injuries, wrongful deaths, all vehicle crashes, nursing home cases, medical product and drug recalls, and slips, trips, and falls. No fee until we win. We offer evening, weekend, home, and hospital appointments for your convenience. Contingency fee arrangements are available. For a free consultation, call B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, today.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com, here with our Raiders Live Postgame Report. Again, the Raiders get the victory here tonight in some three-point fashion from Trey Spence at the buzzer beater from downtown, to really cap off a great night of basketball. I tell you what, you know, you look at how things was going throughout the entirety of the ball game there. Things, was a little choppy throughout the game. As far as, different parts of the game, it was kind of getting a little sloppy at times in the first half. But really, for the most part, this was a very well-played game by both sides. A very hard-fought effort on both sides. Just a lot of fun to broadcast. I will say that much right here, right now. Yorktown did not look like a 5-14 team tonight, which, I said that in our pregame, our Raiders Live pregame, about how it's important to not, overlook things here. You can't really judge a team by the record, especially here with Yorktown. I mean, you come out here and, you wouldn't think that they would be able to do what they're able to do, being a 5-14 team. But for goodness sake, they played with everything they had. So got to give them a lot of credit for coming out here, putting a great game plan together, played hard, played physical, knocked down some big-time shots. You had Walker Moore there again. That was a little bit of controversial. I don't know. It looked like to me he might have traveled, but I'm not the referee. I don't make those decisions. So, nevertheless, he made the layup, made the free throw to give the Tigers a 1-point lead. Then the Raiders drive down the floor, led by the floor general himself, Garrett Stanley, found an open Trey Spence in the corner and was able to knock down probably one of the biggest three-pointers of the season, if not the biggest three-pointer of the season here for your Wapahani Raiders. So just a great game to be a part of here tonight, and big win. Like I said, now we move on to 14-5 here on the season. Gives us some momentum now going into next week. We got Centerville at home for senior night on Tuesday night. Then next Friday we're at Shenandoah, and what will be a big-time conference game there. But golly, just a way to finish off a back-to-back here for the Raiders. Got the win last night at home against Daleville, and then tonight against Yorktown. Folks, we'll step aside again here for a quick break. Again, we'll have more on our Raiders Live post-game report right after this break. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, back here to wrap things up here on our Raiders Live post-game report. Such a big win here tonight. Like I said, you have Trey Spence making the big three-point basket, and he ended up finishing the night with 25 big-time points, along with 5 rebounds, 9 points, 1 rebound here for Evan Roush. Drew Luce with 13 points, 3 rebounds. Garrett Stanley, 11 points, 5 rebounds. 2 points and 6 rebounds here for Caleb Smith. Came in off the bench and played some very, very valuable minutes and possessions right there. Braxton Davis also with 3 rebounds. Safani Buck with a rebound as well. But golly, just everybody, whether it been Safani Buck all the way down to Easton Heffernan, everybody played their tails off again here this evening. And so exciting to see. That's what, I wouldn't necessarily say that, that we have been playing like that, because we have, but it's really shown through here these last few games here. And that's really, really neat to see. So, like I said, a very good win here tonight. You move on to the next week's game against Centerville at home. We're waiting on to see if we can get head coach Matt Luce for an interview here in just a brief moment. That's why we're trying to play a little stall tactics, if you will, because we want to get him over here. I mean, such an exciting win like that. We was wanting to get him on here last night, and then he came out of the locker room late and so on and so forth, so we didn't get to do that. But tonight, we definitely wanted to get him on here, especially after such an exciting game, an exciting win, and a big shot there to end the ball game to get the W here for us. So again, we will step aside here for another brief break, and we'll try to get head coach Matt Luce on here in just a brief moment here for an interview. We'll be back after this break.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All righty, folks, want to get back on here. We're actually still waiting for head coach Matt Luce to get over here. He is actually with WLBC right now. They was here broadcasting tonight's game. So he's over there doing an interview with them currently, so that's why we're still on the delay mode there for just a brief moment, but we'll try to, again, still get him on here as quickly as possible. We appreciate you all for being a little patient, but we'll have him on here in just a brief moment. Stop on in at Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fain in the 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they have been serving the community for over 30 years. Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here with Wapahani head coach Matt Luce. Coach, what a game that was, man. I'll tell you what, right down to the end right there, obviously back and forth game throughout the night. Obviously, I think we got as much as 9 points down, but the fight that this team continues to have, I know we talked a little bit about it last night, but the fight that these guys continue to show throughout the season, and especially the last two nights, has definitely got to be exciting for you to see.
Thanks, Brandon. Our team's coming together, and our team's pulling together. We've struggled with adversity and doing things right. When things go bad, we put our heads down, and we didn't do that tonight. We didn't do it last night. We came together and finished games. If you remember, Trey missed that one-on-one with about 45 seconds, Trey, and was really upset, but he didn't show it. And, 6 months ago, a year ago, he would have pouted and probably quit. And he hung in there. And I think more importantly than Trey hitting that shot, what about the play by Garrett Stanley? Incredible pass. Brandon, Jordan, you guys know this. A lot of other kids would have stopped and shot that thing.
Absolutely.
And Stanley went and made a play. And the only thing I did was say, Garrett, go make a play. And that's what a senior point guard does.
Well, now I know that's what we talk about all the time. We always say he's the floor general, so to speak. But to watch him get up the floor so quickly gave I know I looked up at the clock. Spence had still 2 seconds to take that shot, so Garrett got up the floor rather quickly. But speaking of which, you obviously have 2 back-to-back wins like this. You're on a 5-game winning streak. Now you're going into senior night on Tuesday night against Centerville. And obviously the big game against Shenandoah next week. You got Sectionals coming up. But talk about those 2 games next week. You got Centerville at home for senior night and Shenandoah on Friday night.
What a busy weekend. It always has been. And, you go Friday, Daleville, Saturday, Yorktown, Sunday, sectional draw. Monday off. Tuesday, man, we're at Centerville or home Centerville, then Shenandoah, one of the best teams in 2A. So, but our guys would much rather be practicing, playing than practicing.
Absolutely.
And, we're going to celebrate this. We're going to got a little youth basketball tomorrow, and we're going to enjoy that. We got the sectional draw at 5. We're going to get together and hope we get the bye to the championship. That's a joke, but we're going to enjoy that. And, Monday we won a double weekend, so we go bowling. We're going to hit up the where are we hitting up, Trey? What bowling alley? Liberty Bowl. Is that we have Coach Dobbs, Mr. Dobbs,
yep,
right? The Liberty
Jeremy
Bowl.
Dobbs, yeah.
We're going to enjoy that. And then Tuesday we got those 3 seniors that we're going to celebrate hard. So exciting time for us right now. What a game.
Yeah, no question about that. Can't really think of a bigger shot right there, especially on the season, obviously, with all the exciting games that we've had. But I
got one more thing to interrupt you. My 3 daughters and my wife weren't here. I bet they're watching it right now. So that's pretty cool. All right, go Raiders.
Absolutely, and we appreciate them, and we appreciate you all always, again, for allowing us to be along here with you guys. And it's a great game here tonight. We appreciate your time, Coach. So we're going to take another little short break here momentarily, and then we will get actually, we will not be taking a break. We got Trey Spence here with us tonight. A little bit of a treat, Trey. I tell you what, man, what a big shot that was. You coming out of the timeout, obviously a little bit of adversity there with the made layup and then the free throw there by Yorktown's Walker Moore. But tell me, going through that timeout right there, what was Coach telling you guys? And what was you thinking, right before that shot had went up for yourself?
He told us we had time. Time means everything to us. So Garrett looked straight at me and said, "You're going to be open. Just hit this shot." And then in the corner, I knew it. As soon as he passed it to me, I was like, "I'm going to hit this right here, and we're going to go and celebrate."
Well, I'll tell you what, you had 25 points on the night, one of your biggest games, if not the biggest game of the season here for yourself. Which, everybody contributes, but I know, like I just talked to head coach Matt Luce, you guys are on a 5-game winning streak right now. What's been the biggest thing for you guys that's kind of, I wouldn't necessarily turned around the season. You guys had a little bit of a tough stretch where you'd lost, I think, 3 in a row. You had a couple of them there to Delta. But what's been one of the biggest things for you guys as a team that's kind of helped you guys turn things around here a little bit?
Gathering as a team. We're not very good at staying together and finishing games. Staying as a team really finishes games and gets us going through each and every game for us.
I'll tell you what, Trey. You guys are an exciting group of guys to watch. You're an exciting young man to watch. We appreciate you spending some time here with us this evening. I know you got to catch a bus back to Wapahani, but we appreciate your time. Big shot tonight, and congratulations, and go Raiders.
Thank you.
All right, folks, there you have it, a big win here tonight here for your Wapahani Raiders. Again, here is a take down the Yorktown Tigers, a final score of 60-58. So the Raiders now improve to 14-5 here on the season. And again, they'll be back at it next Tuesday night at home against the Centerville Bulldogs and what will be senior night. So if you can, come on out, support your Wapahani Raiders come Tuesday night at home, and then again on Friday night at Shenandoah. Again, a big tomorrow we have a big draw there with the sectional 40 pairings. We'll be having that posted on our Twitter and Facebook pages tomorrow evening when they have that draw. So make sure to look for that. But gosh, what a great night of basketball, folks. Can't say it enough. Really thrilling to watch a great group of young men come out here and compete and fight. And, you know, at the end of the day, we're all family here. You know, I know head coach Matt Luce talked about his wonderful family. You know, his wife and his daughters couldn't be here tonight. But, golly, you know, such a special evening as family right here. The basketball family of Wapahani Raider basketball and just Raider Nation in general comes through in the clutch once again. So the Raiders again on the smiling side of the scoreboard here tonight, folks. Again, we appreciate you all for watching. We appreciate all of our sponsors for sponsoring us. So until Tuesday night, folks, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Beard McCoy. Thanking all of you for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time right here on the WHS Network.